Friends and fans are paying tribute to actor Burt Reynolds.
Reynolds died earlier today at the age of 82. And we want to get straight to entertainment reporter George for more on the death of this iconic actor. George?
His 60 years in show business, Burt Reynolds did it all. Comedy, drama, even a musical. Reynolds died today of cardiac arrest in Jupiter, Florida. His niece told Variety that while her uncle had health issues, his death was totally unexpected. In 1977, Burt Reynolds was the #1 box office star in America. Smokey and the Bandit and its sequel both drove moviegoers into theaters. Earlier this year, he told me how much he loved his fans.
I wish I could throw a party for them, but sometimes I can't afford it.
Reynolds also went behind the wheel in The Cannonball Run and in White Lightning. He liked his action mixed with comedy. Case in point, 1976's Gator.
Burt Reynolds is Gator, and inside of 10 minutes, he's going to destroy 14 boats. He's going to wreck dozens of cars.
Over the course of his career, he made more than 100 movies with leading ladies including Sally Field, Goldie Hawn, Candice Bergen, even Dolly Parton in The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
Sneaking around with you, going around that too, doing what lovers do whenever they're sneaking around.
Reynolds was no stranger to television, getting his early breaks on Riverboat and Gunsmoke in the 1960s. Then in 1990 on Evening Shade, a role that would win him an Emmy. 7 years later, he was up for an Oscar for his supporting role in Boogie Nights. He played an adult film director in the early days of porn.
It's my dream to make a film that is true and right and dramatic.
Reynolds' last film was released in the spring. It was appropriately titled The Last Movie Star. Although he did battle through some health issues later in life, he never stopped working. You're one of those people who will never stop loving what you do.
Well, if they say cut, I'll say, can I have one more?
All right, Reynolds co-stars and fans sending messages of love and remembrance on Twitter. Dolly Parton writing in part, "I know we will always remember his funny laughs, that mischievous sparkle in his eyes, and his quirky sense of humor. You will always be my favorite sheriff. Rest in peace, my little buddy. I will always love you, Dolly." His Boogie Nights co-star Mark Wahlberg writing, "Rest in peace to a legend and a friend." And Kevin Smith writing, "As the movie star of my childhood, the Bandit stole our hearts for decades. I always loved how Burt Reynolds worked with his friends as often as he could and then showcased the fun of movie making in the end credits of his flicks. He was true American icon. Hate to see him go." Burt Reynolds famously turned down a slew of films that could have changed his career in other ways. Star Wars, Bond, The Godfather, Pretty Woman, Die Hard, Terms of Endearment, and that is to name a few. And that does not include that famous centerfold in Cosmopolitan magazine back in the 70s.
That was a big deal. It sure was. All right, George, he will certainly be missed.